The 2-0 Philadelphia Eagles, baby. What is up, everyone? I am super excited. What a really hectic game. Very, very hectic game. Definitely. I would say that was two games. I say the first half and the second half. There was not. It was definitely. I was very nervous the whole entire game, and but we managed to get the win. I am super stoked that we won, and there's still a couple issues that I'm trying to figure out, and but we'll worry about that right now. But first half was an absolute disaster from every single person, I think, besides Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz is the starter for us for the foreseeable future, and I'm not worried at all about it. I'm absolutely, completely stunned at what he's done in the first 2 weeks. First quarterback in NFL history as a rookie to start his first two games to win, and to also not have a turnover. Big shout outs to Frank Reich and Doug Peterson for having such a great offense. Still though, there's so many questions. I mean, who would have thought a kid out of North Dakota State who only started roughly 23 games in 5 years. I mean, the guy did have a lot of, titles and everything like that, but he didn't come from a big school like Ohio State, LSU, all those USC, all those crazy places. But the man went 21 for 34, 190 and a touchdown. And obviously it's not for your fantasy players, that's obviously not that well, but for a Philadelphia Eagles quarterback, I am ecstatic. I'm really, really, really excited because, watching him play, he's played so much differently than every other quarterback that I've seen over the years. For him to stay so poised in the pocket and be able to read defenses and call plays and point out specific defensive men that he need to watch, and to be able to do all that stuff as in your second game is ridiculous. It's stuff that we didn't see, much out of McNabb. We definitely didn't see it out of other quarterbacks like Vince Young, Mike Vick. Oh, Jesus, who else do we have? Nick Foles. Sanchez, Bradford. This kid is doing special stuff here in Philly, and I know it's only 2 games in, and I know it's only the Bears and it's only the Cleveland Browns, but hey, Aaron Rodgers got his ass handed to a Vikings team that did not have Teddy Bridgewater. And for someone to get franchise tagged like Kirk Cousins, they got blown back in week 1, and they lost last week. So, how can you not say this kid's not the real deal? The kid, he's young. He's staying in the pocket. He's taking hits, which is not good for our line. Is hurting right now. But it is what it is. But the kid's playing great, and I know he's going to do big things. The real test is next week against Pittsburgh, and that's another video. But onto the struggles, man. We struggled so much in that first half. We didn't run the ball at all. We might have had a total of maybe 60 yards running. Complete disappointment there. Wentz was a monster. Every single pass was on point. Maybe he had a couple, 2-3 passes where, he had trouble or whatever, but the dude played his heart out, and he not only beat the Bears, but he beat the fact that our wide receivers dropped the ball too much. Just a couple extra stats. Ryan Matthews went 32 for 2 TDs. It's great that he got a couple TDs. Jordy Matthews, I think, had 7 receptions for 71 yards. Could have had a touchdown, but a nice little floater to him, and he just bunches it. Wentz plays so well, and he throws the ball so good. and for some reason he couldn't catch the ball. I'm not even going to talk about Aguilar right now because he had another catch that he could have caught for. At the end of the half, it should have been 13-7, the Eagles, and it ended up being 9-6. But I mean, the ball dropping has got to stop. I mean, if I see Josh Huff on the field against Pittsburgh, I'm going to be absolutely disgusted. Josh Huff is an abomination to this team. He cannot run. He cannot catch. He can't do anything correctly. I don't know what Doug Peterson sees in him. He obviously sees something, but like as Eagles fans, I don't see nothing in this guy. He literally has been nothing but a disappointment since we signed him. Trey Burton, though, I mean, Zach Ertz out, Selleck being the old timer that he is. Trey Burton came out. I got a stats right here: 5 for 49 and 1 touchdown. I mean, the dude. I mean, there's that one play where he was kind of in a little double coverage area, and he once kind of slipped it into him. The kid's showing poise, and the kid's playing great. And the fact that we're running 3 tight ends, or we have the opportunity to run 3 tight ends, is phenomenal. And we have the opportunity to run 3 running backs. I mean, Sproles definitely had the blunt of the running, but Ryan Matthews obviously had some runs. Wendell Smallwood, he had a chance to get some time, and that's the thing I like about Doug Peterson. He's literally taking every single player and he's just throwing everybody in. I mean, the first drive of the game, I think Carson Wentz had 5 different. Carson went 5 for 5, and all 5 of those catches were to 5 different receivers. So, like, what does that tell you? It tells you that the kid's physically focused on what he has to do. I mean, he's taking control of this offense, and I'm absolutely ecstatic. I mean, the first half, obviously we shut down Cutler. I think we had like 3 sacks total in the whole entire game. The Bears got a lot of injuries, unfortunately. They didn't start with Fuller, I think his name is, and he's a monster at the corner. We started our young kid Jalen Mills on Alshon Jeffrey. Like I thought we were gonna get blown back by Jeffrey, but we shut Jeffrey down. I mean, he had that one monster bomb. It is what it is. That's just Jay Cutler. Everybody does that every now and then. But the kid, he had to get his feet wet. He had to realize that, I'm not gonna. I think after that happened, I mean, we shut the offense down after that. I mean, aside from Eddie Royal's disgusting run back, and that was just, it is what it is. You hit one block, and that's the game. But the second half is really where we really came out and did some things. And the turning point in the game was Bradham's interception to almost get back for a touchdown. Oh my God. Big boy tried to run, and I feel like if a guy like Connor Barwin got it, or Jenkins, he would have made it back. But whatever, the interception was there, unreal. And if we didn't score after that, oh my God, I was gonna freak out. I'm just trying to think. My head's racing right now. I got all this stuff written down, and just huge shout outs to Doug Peterson for being a first-year coach, going out and getting Jim Swartz, going out and getting Frank Reich, and just playing very, very good football for the first 2 weeks. I got really, really nervous when Sturgis definitely got hurt. I mean, he was not healthy. I mean, you could tell after, I think he missed a field goal, I want to say, or he missed an extra point, I want to say, stuff like that. But he was hurt, and you can tell. I mean, he did boof that 53-yarder, which is great. I mean, he definitely didn't boof it the first. He boofed it the first time. It was way too out of the way. But thanks to the timeout, he had time to set up and relax, and he nailed it. But what balls by Doug fucking Peterson to go for a 4th down play on the first drive of the game and go and get it. I mean, the dude is 4 for 4 on 4th downs already. Like, what is this dude doing, man? It just brings me back to a time when Andy Reid was our coach and just making these monster decisions and not giving a fuck what anyone says. Like, I'm so happy for the Eagles right now, and I'm sure all the other Eagles fans are happy right now too. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I talked to everybody else in the Knights. We all were really upset for the first half. I mean, we had a really, really good opening drive, and then we got blown back. I mean, Jeffrey had that huge catch. Like, that was horrible to us. I mean, Royal was running. Who's that kid? Kevin Jones or whatever, Kevin White or stuff, whatever the hell his name is, with the dreads. I mean, he was making plays. I mean, Chicago has a lot of good talent. I mean, I honestly thought we were gonna bounce. I thought we were gonna just stop Jeremy Langford every single time. But the kid showed poise. He stayed. He kept running. He was pounding. I mean, but it is what it is. We got the W anyway. But huge shout outs to, my boy Burton, Carson Wentz. You're the MVP. I don't care what anyone says. They chose Ryan Matthews. If it wasn't for Carson Wentz, we wouldn't have won the game last night. It's physically, we would have lost the game. That interception obviously helped. And unfortunately, Jay Cutler goes out with a hand injury. I think he's out for like 6 months or some crazy shit. I saw a lot of other big Bears guys are out, and I feel so bad when somebody goes out on injury because it's so sad because people work their balls off to play in the NFL, and one little thing, and that's what happens, unfortunately. But what I'm most impressed is that we won this game without our wide receivers doing that much work. If our wide receivers can do work, if we can get Beckham going, if we can get Jordy going, if we can get Aguilar going, we can have a really, really good team, and we're not getting it going right now. If it wasn't for Wentz, we would have lost the game, and I do not care what anyone says. Our defense played great. We had a couple mishaps, Carson Wentz, the first game he had a couple botched throws and he overthrew a little bit, but he calmed down. My man was playing on Monday night on his second game ever in the NFL in prime time, and the kid did what he had to do. And if you can't say he's not a respectable quarterback or gained some sort of respect, even if we lost the game, the kid had some sort of respect. Yes, we have to go play Pittsburgh next week, and yes, it's going to be tough. No Le'Veon Bell, but Antonio Brown's there. We know what kind of dude Big Ben is. I don't know if who's running the ball. I don't know. Did he get hurt? I'm trying to think. I'll have to look it up after, but it is what it is. We're doing big things right now. I know we're in a rebuilding phase, and it looks great. We're 2-0. The Redskins 0-2, Cowboys 1-1. Giants are looking pretty decent. I hate saying it, but they had a really good game on Sunday. But I don't think we play a divisional opponent until I want to say week 6, right? I know we got Pittsburgh, then we go on the bye, and I forgot who we have week 5. I want to say the Lions, and then I forgot. I don't know what divisional opponent we have in week 6, but it's going to be a great game nevertheless. I'm actually trying to get tickets to the Lions game. My buddy lives in Detroit, so I'm going to probably try to be out there and support my Birds. Otherwise, it is what it is. But big news, Lane Johnson. We all know he's going to get hit with a 10 game. If he, when he appeals, he'll be playing next week. But we got a lot of things we got to figure out. If he goes, we got to move guys from right to left, left to right. We got to bring guys in, bring guys over here. So Doug Peterson, you're going to have your hands full. But our defense looked a lot better in this game than it did the first game. We weren't getting completely blown back. Carroll, Brooks, Mills, they're all a lot of younger, they're younger guys and they're doing what they can. But I'm really, really impressed. Carson Wentz, you're a monster. I didn't want to get a Wentz jersey just yet because unfortunately I rock a Nick Foles jersey every day, every Sunday. I miss Nick Foles, obviously. I wish we can still have him. That'd be absolutely wonderful. But, who would have thought that Wentz never would have played if Bradford didn't get traded. And that's just the thing that, I think about. I was talking to my a good buddy that I watched the game with yesterday. And, unreal. Just unreal. And, but it is what it is. Eagles go 2-0. Hold on, sorry. Eagles go 2-0. We got Pittsburgh. We got a huge game coming up. I'm really excited. Wentz wagon going on to Pennsylvania. Whatever it is. It's about done for that rant. But shout out to the Philly Knights. Shout out to everybody. You know who you are. Desert, Speed, Obey, G, Flux. You know who you all are. Shout out to my boy EDP. Shitting on the Eagles in the first half and then making a video saying how Wentz is some god. Shout out to all the Eagles fans. Shout out to the Eagles D. Shout out to Carson Wentz for being a fucking monster. On that note, fly Eagles fly and go Birds.